Hello and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. At the start of the previous episode, I asked you, was there anything left in the game that you think we should do or anything you want us to do? And the answer was mostly no. Except for one thing. Actually, I'm going to head over here because I've done some pre-work here. The one thing is Juna and Yufa's experiments. We should finish them because they actually give us a benefit for doing so as well. The benefit being that we get more options in combat, which just seems naturally good. So, first thing I'm going to do with our money here is I'm going to buy one Talisman of the Divine. Why am I buying that one talisman? Well, I'll show you in a second. Then, we're going to head up to Moore, and we're going to speak with him and do a little bit of looking around the menus. I've already looked at what we need and written it down, so we're ahead of time here. But we'll show it off here so you know exactly what we're missing. Now, I'm not sure that we can do all of the experiments, but it gives us a purpose if we go back into another dungeon, which is good because it'd be nice to do a little bit more grinding just so that we can get our party up to max rank for everything, but we don't necessarily want to do a ton of grinding for no reason. So if we can go in there with a purpose, that kind of makes it a little bit better. So, special experiments, we're going to start with summon experiments. Here, we are missing one Divine, one Avian, one Avatar, and one Femme. So, Avatar and Femme, Avian, and you may say we have a Divine here. Well, that's because we also need a Divine for the Pentagram Vessel, which is what we're going to make first. So, let's make it. So, Pentagram Vessel, I would assume, is some kind of devil or demon, like a Lucifer or a Baphomet. Or a Decarabia. That's not what I expected, but I guess if you look at Decarabia, although it is a starfish, it is the shape of a pentagram in some ways. And it does repel physical attacks, and that is what this thing does. Cool. Anyway, we've got that now. So now all we're missing is the conch shell vessel and the trident vessel. Neither of which I'm firmly sure in terms of what they are, but cool. We've done that. Now, mask experiments. In the mask experiment section, we are missing many different masks. We are missing a wizard's mask here, which we can actually make right now. So, we'll make ourselves a little wizard's mask. This then allows us to make ourselves a warlock's mask, which gives us a resistance to light and dark and a weakness to pierce, but presumably also dark moves, which would be good. So, we'll get ourselves that one. So that's one mask down. That was easy. That literally just required us to make this. Next, we are missing 3 Hierophant masks. So we're missing a Hierophant mask, or we're missing 2 Hierophant masks here, because that would allow us to make 2 Mage Knight masks, one of which would go into a Paladin mask, one of which would go into a Dark Knight's mask. So, that's 2 of the Hierophants. And then we're missing another one further down here with these masks, which appear to be, in my eyes, these are more important masks. Oh, we also have the Devil Summoner's mask we can just make. Oh, we should probably make that too. There we go. So we'll make that. Perfect. So, then we have these masks down here, which I see as slightly more important masks in that these ones weren't here originally, and they also are. They do not match up with a class we already have. These are differently named, so I'm assuming they're more powerful. Also, they're masked or royal mask dancer only. So, yeah, we probably want at least a few of these. So here we are missing a Fortune and a Judgment. We are missing a Hierophant, so there's our 3rd Hierophant that we need. We are missing a Sun mask, a Strength mask, and an Empress mask. None of these are rare items, as far as I can tell, as in we have some of these needed for, say, the Summoner mask here needed an Empress mask, which would have allowed us to make the Mercy mask. So, in theory, these should be easily attainable from different dungeons. We just need to find out which. So yeah, that's going to be our goal in our extra couple of days, is find out what dungeons have those masks, and then, well, go to the dungeon and get the masks, basically. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to get them all. I have no idea what enemies drop what masks. Weirdly, I think the Dragon Temple is probably one of the best places to go. And that's where we're going to go first, because that's where the next Trial of the Dragon is. But the reason I think it's one of the best places to go is the Dragon Temple has a huge number of floors and a huge number of enemies. So you've got to think that if we want to get these masks and we don't know what enemies drop them, well, they've got to have at least some of them in the Dragon Temple. There's just such a huge variety that they've got to have some in there that have the mask we're looking for. Anyway, we're going to head down to the Gauntlet Runner. We're going to do our Gauntlet Runner things, and then we're going to be good to go. So, we're going to do the washroom. That'll get us a little extra XP. Wonderful. Then we're going to spin around, and we're going to do the pantry. And that's going to get us some extra items. Then, we're going to head down here, and we're going to head in to grab this. Yep, we'll harvest the Hero's Leaf of Light.
Did you know?
Oh, and what have we got? Yeah. Oh, Gauntlet Shroom. Oh, okay. Cool. And that Hero's Leaf of Light is now enough for us to go to Basilio, and he can now graduate from Pugilist. His max HP increases by 25. Awesome. So that's us finished with Pugilist now. Which means, if we go to Basilio, we can now get him into Martial Artist. Let's go. The Martial Artist. This is the archetype you sense from Katharina's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite disciple, a fighter who has reached the heights they dreamed of and mastered the way of the fist to become unbreakable.
All right.
Yeah, we'll do it. It's a very odd amount of mag, but anyway.
I'm counting on you.
Let's go.
Of course.
Also, it should be pointed out that we have so much mag, it's probably worth us looking at the mag exchange if we want to get all of these, well, the talismans done, because we can get 3 of the talismans for 300k, which would get us a long way, and then we'd only be missing the Divine Talisman, which, yeah, should be easy enough to find. So Euphas, I think that we can definitely finish. Anyway. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength exalted. If thou art prepared to expend thine own vitality and plunge into the fury of battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the brawler.
I'll do it.
A new archetype, the martial artist, yeah? Can't wait to see how Luis's face stands up to these deadly new fists. Going easy on someone eating my vocabulary, I'm gonna pound my enemies into dust.
I'm getting stronger.
There we go. So we now have Martial Artist, and that is the last thing he needs before Royal Berserker, although we need to level it up to 20, obviously. Which is going to take a little bit of time, but we can start by giving him one of these. There you go. He's already 1/20th of the way there. Right. Also, at some point, we're assuming that all of our other party members are going to reach max rank, at which point it becomes much quicker, right? Like once Stroll and Hulkenberg get to max rank, in particular, because they're a little bit further ahead, that's then going to mean that we can level Basilio up quicker, and that means it'll all kind of speed up very, like, at one point. Like, it's all going to get to, like, a certain breaking point, at which point all of these levels go up much, much, much quicker. Also, once all of these are ranked up and Basilio is in his royal class, we can level his royal class much quicker, because all of these will be generating stuff at that point, which will be good. And then I guess we probably want to start like getting as many extra classes for us as possible, from my understanding. Like maybe try and level Warlock and Elemental Master up so that we can get the extra abilities from here. Like, I don't know what we would want necessarily, but we should have a look. Anyway. Maybe Hyper. Hyper is probably really good for us, because Hyper is what in other games would be called Concentrate. It's charge for magic in this game, from my understanding. Yeah, so that would probably be worth it. Anyway, let's go. So, over here, we've already changed the weather.
Now then.
which means that
what should we
we're
do?
good to go.
Now then.
We are going to go
Let's
here.
see.
Yes, we have changed the weather. I couldn't remember whether Dread or Blight was the bad one, but I just had a look at the pictures, and yes, it's Dread. Dread is
Let's
fine.
see.
Let's go.
So,
The seal's been broken. What on earth awaits us here? I can't say I'm not afraid, but together we'll find a way through.
oh,
Seriously, we need to be perfectly prepared for this. Really take the time to think it through. I think we are. The only thing we're low on is amnesty removal, but I don't know if we'll need that. Although if they are dragons, maybe we will, but we'll find another way around it. We probably have an ability that does the same thing on Faker.
it's your call.
We should be able to get there by this afternoon, right near us? But of course, it's your preparations you ought to concern yourself with. Let's go.
So we bring the fight to them.
Alright, we're off. Let's keep our wits about us. So, we're off.
What to pick?
And that means we're going to turn around. We're going to go in here. And I already know what we're cooking. We are going to cook the Curative Coney Roast. Why? It's an AoE heal, which is really nice. We can make a lot of them, which is good, and it cures poison. So it cures an ailment, it restores a lot of HP, and that seems great. I mean, it restores more HP than most of our AoE items. And if we have the double consumables on, it restores 500 HP, which means it's effectively a full heal, which is very good.
Let's check.
Let's go.
No.
I told you I did some prep work for this one. So, yes, know what we're doing here. Then we are going to go down here because we are now out of Hero's Leaf of Light, and we're going to do some laundry, which will increase our max MP.
This?
Let's go.
Understood.
Someone else's laundry is in here. Whose is it? Ah,
All
Basilio.
right.
Nostalgic this. Reminds me of the time Dell got absolutely livid at me a long while back. Did you know if you don't dry your clothes after washing them, they end up stinking to high hell? Yeah, I'm aware. Well, one time I forgot to dry Dell's clothes after I washed them. Just left them in the sopping wet ball. And once that smell's in, there's no getting it out. That was Dell's best suit, wrecked, cursed with the forever stink. Dell saw how miserable I was over it, so he forgave me and all. Now it's just one of those fond old memories. Well, that was good. And I got 3 max MP. And
You serious?
I got some money. Oh, 4,000. Incredible. Incredible amount.
Altar of the Dragon God Et. The Dragon Temple is an enigmatic place, harboring traces of a history we can never fully know. Though the terrifying roars of the dragon possessed by a human have quieted, pestilent magma emanating from deep within the temple remains. The gauntlet runner slides once more against the lonely island's shores.
Oh, it's a Danny. This feeling. I sense something.
Actually,
My brother.
Hey,
Yuva. And your cohort is with you, I see. We came here for a bit of our own business, but you've got a look about you that says something's just happened. I feel it too. Is something going on at the temple?
yes.
Yes, a strong presence of Magla is coming from the Dragon Temple, stronger than any I have sensed before. Even the presence of the Dragon God Et would pale in comparison. The people are growing anxious. There have been talks about whether or not to send soldiers to the temple.
That's...
We may have something to do with that. Seems an explanation is in order.
I see.
The trial of the dragon. So, a seal has been broken, and something unleashed within the temple. So said our fairy guide. Any clues on that? A fairy.
If that's the case,
Per our legends, in the ancient past, our ancestor was guided by a fairy to receive the lance from the dragon god. But I haven't seen a fairy on this island in a great many years. All this time I'd assumed it was a metaphor. Oh really, it was a metaphor, you say? Uh-huh. Cool. Also, the fairy guided them here to get the lance from the dragon god. Huh. So, is that the power we were to get, the lance? Or is there something else? As in, I'm wondering whether the fairy just happens to not notice that we have Dracodius on us.
You don't say.
That fairy, could it be? Whatever the case, this newly arrived presence hardly seems friendly.
Certainly so.
We were told this would be the final trial after all. A dragon, or perhaps something even more fearsome, awaits us.
Right then.
Let him come. We went to the trouble of breaking that seal. Be a shame if we didn't get to see what was behind it, eh? Sure would.
Right.
Gotta see our duty fulfilled, right? Damn right, that's the spirit.
Actually,
Brother, might you leave resolving this incident to us?
Thanks.
Understood. You're island saviors, so it is neither within reason nor my authority to stop you. It's only been a short while, but you've become much more reliable, sister.
Is that all right?
Grem, if this trial were to ask you what would be required to guide a hero, how would you respond? Realistically, you're fighting Luis for the throne. Thus, allow me to pose the question. What qualities are desired in a king? Interesting. This guy's saying lots of odd stuff. What's odd is, first of all, he said the word metaphor, which in and of itself is odd. And then the second thing, he's now asking us questions. Anyway, I guess the will to believe in the future? I believe it's the will to see the future realized, no matter the challenges.
I see.
I see. And yet people are forgetful creatures. Should something take too long to achieve, many would dismiss it as fantasy. That's another interesting word. This is reminding me of the start of the game where we were asked lots of questions. It's a similar type of vibe that I'm getting here. A ruler must have the strength to hold fast to a faraway future. Despite the present, simple as it sounds, it is wholly necessary.
Be careful.
With that, I shall return to the island. My worries assuaged. I shall pray for your success in the trial. Also, what I find very funny is before we did this, we also got him to change the weather, right? Or at least tell us the weather. We're like, so what's the weather like at the Dragon Temple? And he's like, oh, it's, dread. And then he just happens to be yet another message going, hey, you should go to the Dragon Temple. And he doesn't put two and two together.
I'm quite grateful.
Thank you, brother. Anyway. Off he goes.
All right.
We got to make sure we're ready. Grem, let's take extra care for preparations this time. Alright. And I'll make sure that we're on Dungeon Squad, which is Stroll, Juna, and Yufa. But beyond that... Ooh! Memorandum? The Truth of Dragons. Now, is that an interesting time to get this one, or what? Alright. Dragons are colossal weapons born from transcendental magic technology of the old world. Though dragons have the appearance of a monster, they are not living creatures but a special magical tool. Although we might be getting the Truth of Dragons because we have gone back here after discovering the Truth of Dragons. It might be unrelated to the trial, weirdly. Anyway. A collection of magla controlled by what are now called divine relics. Used in great number during the War of Destruction, they wrought unimaginable destruction as they leveled entire cities and nations. Some were never able to complete their orders, leaving them to roam the battlefields long after their handlers have passed. They continue to prowl about today, posing a threat to all those living within their proximity. Typical examples of such cases are the dragon found in the Nord mines, and Sogne the Icebound, a former subject of study at the Mage Academy. Weirdly, we've never gone back to that dragon found at the Nord mines, right? Like, you'd think that if we could get dragons to turn into equipment, we might go back there and get rid of that dragon, but anyway, I guess we didn't. Yeah, and every time we try to go to the Nord mines, it says no. Or actually, have we tried to go back to the Nord mines? Have we only tried to go back to the fortress? Maybe I should try and go back to the mines. Anyway. At last, one cometh hence who has thrice vanquished dragons. A solemn voice tolls out. Welcome, ye conquerors of the trial of the dragon. Thy company must ascend into the depths of the ancient city. to the foot of the altar protected by the dragon of the lance. If thou showest a truly heroic soul, then the forbidden power enshrined here shall be thine.
Well,
I suppose this means we have reached the point of the tower's convergence. The altar protected by the dragon of the lance? They must mean the altar of the dragon godette. Then we might as well check it out.
Why?
No, don't. Oh?
Huh?
Wait, isn't that our little fairy friend? The hell you mean, don't? You're the one who called us here in the first place? Exactly, Basilio, exactly. She told us to come here, now she's like, don't go in.
That can't be.
Ah, I feel a surge in the magla. What is happening?
No!
You've got to get out of here, please. Yes, it was by your efforts that the seal is lifted, but the power that was slumbering here has changed. It's nothing short of a calamity now. Oh. It cannot escape this place. If it tries, I'll put a stop to it, even if it costs me my life. That has implications. That means that Agrica believes that she is stronger than all of us put together. That's very odd. You've come so far and proven that you have the makings of heroes. You have to survive. The voice has fallen silent.
Wait.
So, I would say that qualifies as something terrible and unexpected, wouldn't you? She said she'd stop it even if it cost her life. She's planning to sacrifice herself?
Damn it.
She can't just punch us like that and leave us moping around. I ain't turning tail on this, forget it.
Doesn't it seem like...
What began as a trial of strength for us has ended up in a rescue for another. We've come this far, and I'll not turn away without finding out what's waiting at the end. Agreed. After all we've achieved, we should be nigh immune to fear. We came here prepared for a trial, did we not?
Even so.
Yet take heed, I'm not saying we should underestimate the oncoming challenge. Be on your guard, Grem. Alright. Well, we're now ready to go in, I think. We'll do a save. And then, let's go. Well, let's talk to these guys and then go.
However,
Magla traces are stronger than when we faced the dragon god. Indubitably so. From the looks of it, the tower dragons were mere playthings compared to what lies within.
so,
Alright.
I see.
Interesting.
Sam.
What's that fairy on about? Calling us here, then suddenly it's don't come? What's she thinking? Sounded real up against the wall when she said it too. Right, what's that look for? Right, guess you ain't leaving this alone anytime soon. Nothing for it then, I suppose. Let's finish this trial and help the titchy girl.
Hey. Your call.
Alright.
Oh,
We came here to finish the final trial, but something about this doesn't sit right. It's another typical day for us, eh? We've come all the way here, so let's get that forbidden power and be off. Also, here's an alternative thought. What if this is the trial? Right? So, to be heroic, you have to put your life on the line where it isn't needed or where it could be in danger. Maybe that's something to it. So we have to go in to save her, otherwise we wouldn't be the person who she's looking for. Just a thought.
Here.
Have a look at this huge seal here. Must mean there's something really nasty inside. But we'll just have to knock it for 6 regardless. Besides, I'm worried about that fairy too. Knock it for 6, is that? In my head I'm like, is that... I was going to say baseball, but is that a cricket reference? That has very weird implications either way for this world. So that means that there is a form of that game here. I'm assuming that's what knock it for 6 means, but very weird. Anyway. Breaking the seal may have been the direct cause of the anomaly. If so, it falls to us to do something about it. Let us undertake the final trial. Nothing else, we must at least restore the villagers' peace of mind.
all right.
Oh no, I kind of assumed it must be baseball because it's incredibly unpopular in Japan. I think it's like, is it not popular in 2 places in the world? The US and Japan, and that's pretty much it. But, like, for, like, being mass popular. So, yeah, that's why I assumed it was that. But anyway.
But this is.
The temple's overflowing magla is of surprising intensity. I've never felt such an aura in all my years. Perhaps something tremendously powerful is awoken in the altar underground. Let's proceed there with due prudence. Oh yeah, we did have that weird human that fused itself to Et down there previously, so...
So apparently...
Oh. Stroll has something more to say. But yeah, we had the human that had fused itself with Et, so I'm assuming other things could have happened down there. Anyway. I have no idea what might be happening in that temple. We have no choice but to see it for ourselves.
What do you think?
Want to attempt the final trial? Let's go.
Then...
Want to travel to the Amagla Hollow? Oh! Yeah, we could just travel to the one right beforehand. No, I want to just go in for now.
Let's do a...
But that's interesting as a question. I forgot we could just travel to the Magla Hollows. So these guys weak to us?
We should be fine.
They are. Now I'm just going to check something I don't think I've checked before. Can I get rid of Flame Vanguard if I'm doing it? Passive? Can I get the one that gives me money for defeating things here? No. Okay, so while we're facing weak enemies, we should switch to Tycoon. Because we want its effect of
I don't see
just checking these guys are still weak.
Easily.
Yeah, we want its effect of giving us money. So let's head in here.
Charging in. All right. How's that?
I don't know if we get masks from these guys, but... How would I know?
They look pretty weak. Let's mop this up quick.
These are level 19. I don't think we do get masks from these guys.
Forward.
You know what I should do? It's because we'll probably do masks on the episode when we leave here. I should just look it up beforehand whether there's anyone with a mask in here. So you weak?
Standard.
You're weak. Yep. Cool. Kill it.
The enemy. All right. How's that?
Oh, that's a chariot mask. Alright, well that answers my question.
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Right.
Draw steel. We are spotted.
Come on.
Hit him right in the weak
Got it.
spot. Good job.
Wonderful. Well, that was definitely worth like a lot of money, right?
What now?
Yeah, it was worth like 20k almost. It's pretty good. So do we have to redo this trial? Yeah, we do if we go through here.
We can do here.
I forget what it was. It's not that way. I thought there was a way of turning it all off. Maybe I did want to travel to the second Magla Hollow. Anyway.
There's something we can use nearby.
Was it this way? Yeah. And then you go all the way around the
something we
thing,
can do here.
right? Then you go up like here. Is it this one? Yeah, and then you go right past that thing. Then you go... Oh,
Right there.
get this. Down here. Is it this one? Nope, must be the next one along then. This one? Yeah. Then you go in here.
The enemy.
I thought it was attacking us. It
There
was.
they are.
Okay.
Victory is ours.
And down
Safety
here.
hard won.
Then straight down? Yeah, straight down. Oh, not straight down. But you're not
Sounds
real.
crazy, but
Okay.
something's around here.
That's fine. This one? No? I forgot the trick. It was something like the fires are lit or not lit.
Hey, maybe there's something.
Maybe
to
it was
do
not
here.
lit. Nope. Was it up here and then we go somewhere else from here then? Oh yeah, then you go up again. Yeah, then you go this way. Would it be quicker going to the Magla Hollow? Probably. Can't go down that way because it's grayed out. That
Right
means we
there.
didn't go that way.
Yeah, nice work.
That one was easy enough. And then you run along here. Can't go down that way. This way? Maybe? Nope. Next one. Oh, it was the one opposite this, right? Because you have to walk past all of these things. Yeah, so it's the one opposite this one. There we go.
There's something we can use nearby.
None of these gargoyles are actually enemies,
Sounds
apparently.
crazy, but
Then we
something's
keep
around
running
here.
along here. Was it this one? Nope. I could relearn the trick, but
I see the
it's not
enemy.
worth it. There's one of these, right? This one, maybe? Nope. Or did we go back up the corner and then around? That might have been it. Yeah, maybe this way? Nope. It's one of these. I grayed out as well immediately. Oh, it was up here. Then along 2, I think, and then we turn right. Yeah. Then we could walk straight forward.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Well, that's bad. Hang on to that.
And then we walk around here a bit.
Gotta be something we can do here.
Was it this way? Oh, no. Don't want to get it wrong at this point. Because if we get it wrong at this point, we're stuck.
Sounds crazy.
This
But
way?
something's around
Nope.
here. There's something we can use nearby.
Nope. That takes us back up. Was this...
Sounds crazy.
Did I go back up?
But something's
Nope.
around here.
Alright, so we had to go even further around. Ah. It's been a long time since we were here.
Maybe there's something to do here.
Really, none of the gargoyles are enemies anymore. I guess we're just too high a level for them.
Gotta be something we can do here.
Really? This route doesn't take us anywhere? There's just nowhere to go?
Sounds crazy.
Is it
But
back up one?
Something's around here.
Oh. Look for the stars. Oh, yeah.
Relief.
Look at the ceiling.
see.
I remember. There was just simply, like, just look at the ceiling and it tells you where to go. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no, we want to go this way. I remember there was a trick. I just couldn't remember what the trick was. I did it the old way with fires, which wasn't correct, as it turns out. Yeah, I originally thought it was fires, and then it wasn't. It was this just follow the line thing. Oh. Then we go up here. Wait, we're back at the start? Oh no. Let's keep following the line. This taking me back the route I literally was just on? Maybe. Oh no, now we can turn right. This is literally taking me on the route I was just on, huh? Alright. Well. This is my punishment for not remembering the line. Then this way.
Right there.
Very impressive.
Then in here. Must have taken a wrong turn at some point. Or, alternatively, it's a loop. Either one. And I just missed the final turn there. Alright, back up here. This is, yeah, this isn't good. Right. All the way along to the
I
end.
see the end.
Blades at the ready.
Keep following the line. The line knows where it's going. At least we get money for each of these. It's a very, very slow way of farming income. Then we turn right here. Yeah, so I was kind of on the right path. Then we go this way. Yeah, so I was on the right path for most of this. I just can't remember where I got off the right path. Okay, up here. Then to the right. If I fail here, by the way, I'm just going to go and teleport to the nearest Magla Hollow. There we go. Did we not try going down here? Wait, maybe I did go down here. Yeah. So how does this get us into the center?
Right there.
Stay on your toes.
Here we go, another one dead.
I think that's all of them.
Wait, this is what I followed to get us here. We have literally just run a loop around the room.
There's something we can use nearby.
And then these grey out here. They'll teleport to us in a second.
Very impressive.
There we go. Then this way.
Hey, maybe there's something to do here.
Grey's out. And then grayed out. Which path did we take down? Let me just look at the map. Okay, where did we go? I'm so lost. Okay, I think I know... Wait. Is it somewhere further back here? Yeah, maybe? Maybe it's somewhere further back here. I think the line just happens to be safe. It's not necessarily the correct route. Ah. Yeah, it's one of these, I think. Okay. We know we can go down to the right here. Wait, is this the central bit? No, so it's gotta be one of these ways down. Nope. Okay. So it never went down that side, apparently. So it must have been all the way along here and then back up. Except not up this way.
Gotta be something we can do here.
So this is gonna fog us out. Right, where's the line? So the line says going up here is safe. Oh, did I get back along here to the right? Maybe? Maybe it was along here? Oh, that's also fog. Alright. You think you only need to solve puzzles once, but it turns out if your memory is bad, you can do puzzles over and over again. Yeah, there we go. So we'll head back this way. I know I'm literally just going back along the line. One of these was our way down, right? Is it you? Nope. Was it you? Nope. Me wondering whether there was another part to the puzzle that I'm also forgetting. One of these stairs had to be the way down, right? Yeah, this one. Right. That gets us here.
We're done. That was horrible.
And then one of these was the way down. Oh, there we go. There's the line. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the line has... Oh, the line turns. I see. That's fine. Hey, they dropped the devil's white mask. Okay, I didn't need it, but at least they dropped the mask that I needed. Well, they dropped a mask. Not the one I needed, but they dropped one. So there was a purpose to doing that. Which is that they could drop masks. There we go.
Our foes have fallen. We are safe for the time being.
And all of them aren't real. Okay. Well, that's all I needed to know. Right. Now we can go into the canopy chamber. And we can do a save here. So we could have probably come to the canopy chamber if we'd wanted to. That's fair. I'll take that criticism.
Yep.
Right. Let's carry on. So, down into the next part of the dungeon. Oh, this isn't a Magla Hollow. Well, it might be a Magla Hollow. I don't know if it counted as one. Right, down here.
I don't see anything.
Much more things that are still weak to us.
Time for some close combat.
Keep hitting them.
Is that the end then? We've cleared the way.
Another one there.
There they are.
Take it with
Nice. Destroy them. Also, all of this is getting me more money. So I'm now at 73. Need to be at 300 by the time we leave, so... You know, it's worth killing a bunch of these things for 1,000 each. Even if they don't get as much XP. These might drop us avian stuff. Just because they're birds, you know.
Has paid off.
I don't see
Let's
any more.
continue waiting for the birds to drop down on us.
I see the enemy.
Let's push through.
There we go.
Impressive as ever.
Next one. Yep, that was our moment to sit and look at the thing.
Right there. All right.
Feel that.
No way.
Feel that one.
I knew you could do it.
If they do drop the avian talisman, then, well, then we're doing a good job of not dropping it then, basically. Right, further in. And this gets us deeper into the temple. So is this the bit that showed us the city afterwards? Yes, so now we can see the city. Alright.
See the enemy. All right. How's that?
Let me just check the map. Yeah, there's nothing new on the map here that I can see. So yeah, it's going to be down at the temple, but it's alright. Want to basically do a loop and destroy everything that we can.
Right there. Let's push through.
Feels like I'm making progress.
Hey, he just leveled up. He didn't level up his thing, he just
What now?
yeah, he leveled up himself. You can't go that way. How do you get in there? Alright, yeah. You go to the right here. We spent a long time in this dungeon. Right.
There they are. All right.
That one's dead.
Do it.
Work our way down this way. Just to clear out all the sections that we can find. Slumberthorn. Now we can go down in here. So this is the lower floor bit, which had nothing in it apparently. Okay. I thought this may be connected to the rest of the lower floor. Doesn't, so we have to go to the other side if I want to go down a floor. Oh, these guys respawn though.
Amazing.
Definitely kill them
Great
here.
moves back there.
Right there.
And this.
Let's do this.
How nice. This
Temperance
should
white
prove
mask.
useful.
Did I need temperance? I didn't need temperance, no. So we got 2 white masks I didn't need currently. But at least we know that trees are no longer one that we need.
Looks like it could be useful.
I mean, the magla pills are nice as well. They'll be useful eventually. We also don't have the ears that are hopping around here anymore. Right. Go further in. What was that bridge? It's just the other way across. Okay.
There they are.
Kill that one.
Your training has paid off.
Right there.
And that one.
I knew I could.
The problem
count
with
on
this
you.
being somewhere that we spent a long time and a long time killing a lot of things in is that we probably did kill a lot of the things that like drop masks over and over again. So there is a chance that we simply have already got all of the masks that we can get here. Anyway,
Right there.
back in this way. Get magla pills from each of these basically. So
Amazing. Great moves back
that's
there.
good. Right. Back this way. Where am I going? All the way down. Kill the 4 at the bottom and then probably down the floor. Right.
Right there. Charging in.
Blades at the ready.
Ow.
Time for some close combat.
That was neatly done.
Right. Hey, destroyers maxed out. What?
What now?
Oh, no. We already knew destroyer was maxed out. Destroyer was just... I was thinking martial artist had maxed out, but no, destroyer had maxed out. Oh. A lot less exciting. We never opened this door? Nope.
There they are.
I decided that door never needed to be opened, apparently. Hero's Incense. What's that?
What now?
Archetype experience by 100. Oh, Basilio? Have 100. There we go.
Right
Kill this
there.
thing.
That was neatly done.
Let's push through.
Another one down here.
We can breathe a little easier.
I'm not going to hand in each of the ones over and over again. Trying to wait for them to actually aggro so they can get close enough to me.
I see the end. Come on. If you see push through.
I say take
There
it
we
with
go. That's fine. Let's head down a floor. So we're fairly certain nothing on that floor drops anything we need. Let's have a look at this floor. So this floor I didn't kill quite as many of the enemies in. In fact, I remember running in terror. So,
Careful now.
yeah. We might be able to get some stuff off of these guys, maybe. Like the snakes, we definitely did not kill a lot of.
Right there.
Spotted.
We killed a few of these ones. Let's just do a little healing while we're here. Even though we're using items to heal and we're grinding for money, it still works out. Wait, I missed an item. Bottom right. Must have decided it wasn't worth it. Oh, well, we can go back and get that then. Easy. Yeah, if I'd known I was coming back here, I wouldn't have worried about getting nearly as many of the items that we ended up having to get. Alright. Got him.
There they are.
And, oh, got him.
I'm sure you'll find it useful.
Another one down.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Let's keep heading through here. I want to move contraption, I think. Because we've killed the main human, all of the, yeah, all of the reasons for us closing doors have gone away. Now down here. Kill the Mandula.
Charging in. Come on.
Do it again.
Ooh, Brawl Knight leveled up. And we got a Rock Lion Cuirass that we could probably sell. Right, wait, does this even connect to the other side? No. Okay. So it doesn't connect to where that item is. Well, now I have a purpose for running through here.
Looks like they found us.
Right there.
Let's take it. We may yet find a use for it.
Right. Now where do I go? Down to the left and all the way around. Okay. We can do that.
There they are. Let's push through.
Get those ones. Trying to remember how we get down. We must get down from the other side up the top. Don't think that's how we got there originally. I think we used an elevator, but there must be a way to get there from this direction.
This power feels stronger still.
They noticed us.
Another one down. It's nice that the XP we're getting here isn't completely worthless. Like, it's not great, obviously. There's better ways of grinding, but it's not worthless. Right.
Right
In
there.
here.
Our enemies are aware of us.
Then round the back here. Snake. Snake. So they seem to mostly just drop scrap metal. Alright. This way. In through this door.
Our enemies
Must be an item at the end of some of
I
these.
see the enemy.
that should come in handy.
Let's push through.
One's dead. There's no reason to head to the right.
Marvelous.
Actually, there probably is, because there's another Mandula over here, right? It's the one that's on patrol. Yeah, it's behind me.
There they are.
I can feel greater power
Yeah.
within.
No, they're worth slightly more. Chariot mask. Did I need that? Nope. Did not need a chariot mask.
Right there.
Alright.
Impressive as ever.
There we go.
That'll do it.
And now we'll head this way. So we're going up and to the left. Right. So this is all of floor 2 on this side explored. Okay.
Watch out. We've been spotted.
This was a human ear room.
All right. How's that?
This should be useful.
Right.
Such skill.
And then we can head up, or, oh, we head down here. Oh, right, yeah. It's alright. Just remember there's an item on floor 2 we missed. So these guys now weak to us.
We got them.
There they
Yes.
Nice.
Priestess.
Plenty use for that.
Did I need priestess?
are. I see the enemy.
We're weak against it.
I didn't need priestess, no. I love each one. I'm so excited to see a new one. It's like, did we need that one? Nope. Alright, well. It's fine.
There they are.
Well, at least it's a new enemy. Alright, down this way, go around. There's the elevator that would take us here.
Let's push through. Time for some close combat.
I think I killed them from Magla pills previously.
That's all of them. She'll be in the clear.
Where are we going here? Alright. It's fine. I think I vaguely remember this room. Yeah, this was terrifying previously.
Forward. Catch.
Evil Eye Talisman. There's something down here, right, left. So I think that this is a human. Yep.
Right there. Come on.
That worked like
Cool.
a charm.
And then the rest of this was the... There was like an ear puzzle somewhere around here. Maybe. And we head down
There
here.
they are.
I knew I could.
Another one down.
The enemy. Catch.
I knew
And then
Charging in.
that one
Time for some
and
close
that one.
combat.
That's the way.
There they are.
This one.
power.
Another priestess mask.
Intoxicating.
Moon? Did I need moon? Nope. Which means nothing here drops anything for us.
Right there.
Right.
That's bad.
Oh,
Hang on to that.
Destroyer leveled up, and that gets us a Hero's Leaf of Light,
What now?
which we're now going to chuck into Basilio. I forgot he's the only person generating any of these right now. Might as well do this while I'm here. Give him an extra 100. Right. Where are we going? Along and to the right. We can do that. And then left, then there. Then we open this up, which we previously shut from the other side. Because this was yet another human puzzle. Then we run along here. And into this group of enemies.
This power feels stronger.
Hey, Roll Summoner leveled up. Says there are enemies here, but we definitely weren't hitting any.
We did it.
I see the
There we go.
enemy. Forward.
Right, dash. Got him.
Right there.
Right.
Let's push through.
Ow. Yeah, totally would have got me previously.
use for that.
Right. In here.
Nice.
Stroll leveled up.
Stronger already.
Another Mooden mask that we don't need. Wonder if I can sell the masks. Probably not. They probably sell for nothing, if I had to guess.
We did it!
I'm almost certainly loot.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
Right there.
Alright. Hey, bunch of Magla pills. And then on this side,
Alright, how's that?
is this the way up? Is that what this one was? Yes, that's how we get to the lower part. Cool. Awesome. How much money do we have now? 200,000. So this is definitely worth it from a money point of view.
Right there. Forward!
Not including the scrap metal that we're picking up and the earthenware stuff and all of that. There we go. Enough swinging and we'll hit it. Right, so now we follow this one along.
A nice find.
Right.
Add it to the collection.
Get the Mandula.
Right in the weak spot.
Working out our routes through. There are a couple of enemies along here that I can get.
Right there.
I knew you could do it.
There we go, another one. And then this one. It's nice that they all ran to me, so I didn't need to go chase them down. So we want to go right and follow this path along. So, in here.
I imagine that would be of use.
That one's also dead. Right, in here.
Right there.
Ow. Also dead.
At the end then. We've cleared the way.
And then we'll work our way back along here. So we want to go all the way to the end. Yeah, I must have left as soon as possible here. Because I would have had no health at this point. There we go.
We're spotted. Blades at the ready.
Another one.
Be forewarned, our enemies are aware of us.
There they are.
Yeah.
Hey, great job.
Right, in here. Then we want to head along and then to the left. And then
A nice find.
just a random Mindbreak hammer I decided wasn't worth our time previously, I guess. Alright. Along here. So we can head out, obviously, but I might as well just grab these while we're here.
Be careful.
Time for some close calls. Push through.
Right. And then we can leave. Right, so that takes us back up a floor. So that was fine here, and then this is the bottom part of this floor. Yeah, we shouldn't have any new enemies in it. Should be pretty much the same as the previous floors, but we'll see.
There they are. Come on.
Great find. Keep
I
it.
see the enemy.
Get these ones.
That was brilliant.
Charging in.
I knew you could
Right.
do it.
Then chase this tree along
There they are.
and get it.
Nice find.
Temperance again. Don't need temperance. I mean, I have the ability to create a bunch more masks now, just none of them are useful. And then we have the two enemies in here, which are both trees. Yep.
Right there.
Cool. And then another 100 XP again.
I think we're safe.
Right, and then we head out here. And that gets us
I
this
see
tree,
the enemy.
this guy.
Push through.
Yeah, nice work.
All right. How's that?
And then that one. Cool.
Looks like we're safe for now.
So that's now all of them. And then we get back to the elevators. Cool. We could go and save at the Magla Hollow. Might be worth it.
There they are.
We definitely achieved something from a money point of view.
Your
If
training
nothing
has paid
else.
off.
So we've been to 2. Wait, are we on one or
Right there.
I forget which one we needed to take. I could teleport from the Magla Hollow to the next place, I suppose. That might be the better answer. Right.
So,
Wonder if they have anything new to say.
Sam.
So what's the deal with that fairy, any road? She keeps flip-flopping the way she speaks. There's no damn telling how old she is.
But
If the legend of Denny told us is true, she's been in this temple for a very long time. You mean the story about how a fairy's guidance led to finding Dracodius? If that's true, then that means that fairy is really a living witness to history.
However,
He warned us not to come here. What awaits us at this altar might be something entirely beyond our imagination. Still, we cannot cower in fear of the unknown. The villagers are anxious and in need of our assistance, so we should not abandon them so callously now.
Right?
No choice but to see for ourselves. Let's get ready and head in. Alright. Travel... Well, first of all, make a record, obviously. Then we will travel elsewhere.
Where to?
This is new. Huh. So I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to go backwards from here. Yeah, so I know we've been here. I just want to go back up. Just to check whether there's anything from this direction. I can't remember where we come down here, but I thought there was like a little zone here. It is correct, there is a little zone here. Perfect.
There they
With
are.
these guys in it, yeah.
Time for some close combat.
That's what I was looking for.
What now?
I knew there was something else in here. There was another zone, I just couldn't remember how to re-access it.
Right there.
I think it's only the weird bird things that I actually care about. They're the only enemy I haven't killed, as in the humans that look like birds. Because if they're avian, that saves us 100k. So.
I see the enemy.
Right, wasn't you. Further in here.
There they are.
Grab these ones.
We are spotted.
Nice. Got him. Around here.
Right there.
This thing. To me, that's a bird. It's got feathers, therefore it's a bird. Maybe that logic doesn't hold up. But anyway. Yeah. It doesn't seem to drop it, but we'll see.
I see the enemy.
And spin. Hey, destroyer leveled up again.
There they are.
We must be vigilant.
Nice. In here. This isn't a terrible grinding spot in terms of XP at least. But I don't think I'm going to grind
Right
up to
there.
max here.
Let's push through. Catch.
Keep the pressure on.
Oh, there we go. He's got his two things. Demon Ice Sickle and Superior Mossy Threads. Therefore, he has no other drops. I forget that the enemies tend to only have 2 drops, so if you see both of them, then you know that you're not getting anything else. Hey,
I see
Manjula.
the enemy.
Against this.
Wow. Stroll was not having that one. He just, out the corner of my eye, just destroyed it. Right, down here.
Right
Get
there.
these two.
On your guard.
Get this human while we're here.
That worked like a charm. Keep the pressure
And
on.
that one.
All right. How's that?
Oh, Tycoon ranked up. Cool. Yeah, although I said that we're getting reasonable XP, that was us clearing the entire dungeon and getting 1 rank up for Tycoon, so maybe not reasonable XP. Maybe that's the wrong term for it. We were technically getting a number of XP, just not a lot. Right. Head up this way. And then I guess we'll switch back to Prince as well, while we're here.
What now?
There we go. And we'll just run through here. And back down we go to the altar. Alright. Well, one thing we learned is that there is definitely nothing that drops what we need in that part of the dungeon. At all. I should save. Should I see if there's a different talk to allies here? Oh wait, can I look at this again? Ah, I was hoping there might be party dialogue that was new. You know, like, oh, last time I was here, I thought this was what was happening, but actually it's not. Right, let's see if they have anything new to say.
Sam.
Okay, same thing. Make a record. And let's go. It is time for us to face whatever is this thing, or whatever this thing is. Let's also switch up our party. We know nothing about this. We weren't given any informant clues, although I just realized I never even tried. Maybe I should have gone to an informant first. Also, while we're here, might as well start at full HP. Well, that's a lot of black smoke. Altar of the 12. What's this? I've never felt a magla aura so intense. The dragons from the tower trials don't hold a candle to this.
Ready?
In all seriousness, there's something really, really, really powerful on the other side of this door. Are you sure we're ready? Well, if we're not, then I have to reload to a point before we came in here, so I'm ready.
Yeah.
Too right. Didn't come all this way just to turn tail, yeah? We go in, we take out whatever's there, and we put this trial to bed for good. Let's go.
This is the place.
Judging by the flow of magla here, I imagine this place is where the trial awaits.
Why?
Why? Why did you come? I warned you to stay away. It's all part of the trial.
Leave it to me.
As far as we're concerned, it's just another part of the trial.
Oh.
You did warn us, and I believe you when you say it's dangerous. All the more reason we couldn't abandon you. You throw your lives away for the sake of a stranger.
No.
You're not a stranger.
Yes.
We offer a helping hand to anyone in need. That's what the lad's been saying ever since the day we met. And it's gotten us into trouble, let me tell you. But really, people put their burdens on him because he's the kind of person you can believe in. And so it is thee who have conquered the trial of the dragon. Heroes.
No!
A wave of magla. No, is going to materialize. Oh. I'm looking at this character. I'm looking at it. Looks a lot like Basilio. It's obviously not, but how very odd. Anyway. Heroes of this world, I bid thee welcome. Thou hast come seeking a forbidden power that would be thy legacy. For thou who seekest power, I bestow upon thee death. That is the forbidden power I must grant. Oh, it's not Basilio, it's us. Oh.
Huh?
What? It looks just like Greb. What is this thing? Only one could say that this is the true dragon, or one could say this is the true dragon. It takes the form of a person, our captain at that.
Damn it!
Death. We've come this far, defeat 3 bloody dragons, and he wants to offer us death? Sorry, this is beyond anything I could have imagined. Sealed here is the most powerful of dragons, who served the heroes of old. These heroes would go on to become the progenitor sovereigns of the 3 kingdoms. It was originally a power of destruction, brought forth for the war of destruction. This trial was supposed to gauge if you were a rightful inheritor.
No. That's not quite how
But this is not the guardian I once knew. It's changed beyond all recognition, and I had no idea. Nay, I am as constant as I am eternal. Dragons are naught but the embodiment of threats beyond thy control, and the greatest threat that mortals of this age face is no longer the rage of nature. It is the tumult of emotion born from within that torrents into the world as a fetid miasma. The hope that another, small hero, that shalt be thy saviour. I am thy strife personified.
What?
A tumult of emotion. You mean it is our fear and desire to be safe from it that will be our end. And you are that embodiment. That is why you take the form of the hero. Man could no longer manage the anxiety that accompanies all magic. The hero who attempts to bring that to heel will only become destroyer again. That's not true. On what grounds does thou object? Very well, come. Vanquish the tainted stream thy existence hath birthed.
Why?
It's no good, we can't reason with it.
I mean...
Then hang back. We'll beat reason into him.
Have at you.
I believe I finally understand why these trials tasked us with slaying of dragons.
Hey,
We'll prove we're stronger. Anything less is not even a choice, right, Your Highness? I'm counting on you.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you to hold up your end. You can leave it to me.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Brace yourself. Oh. Let's go.
They look just like us. Well, we're not losing to Fates.
Well, we know nothing about it.
Power of kings.
Plunder?
Sorry.
Why,
I got the
hello
hero's
there.
fruit.
I will fight, come forth, royal soul.
Alright. Hero's proving. Let's do that first. Let's see if it has a buff removal.
Come here.
Charge sets us up quite nicely.
Let justice prevail.
And we'll do a little, no, Omniguard on Gren.
Shield.
There we go. Let's see how this goes. Oh, so he switches Archetype. Okay. That's fine. Less fine.
Too slow.
Oh, we got a miss. That's good. Right.
Looks like we can't brute force.
So we still don't know what his weaknesses are, but his weaknesses will be whatever the weakness of the Seeker is. Which I can't remember. Okay, so he's got a crit rate up. Okay.
A
Pass.
favor, if I may.
Let's stay calm. By this
We would
power.
have nullified it. Let's Hero's Cry. There we go.
Okay, here I go.
Wanton Destruction, a one-time weakness to strike. Sure.
Tis yours.
Cecilio left him wide
I
Nice.
stand come.
open.
Lots of health.
Weakness.
Omniguard onto Grem. Already in effect. Oh, I must have dodged it then. Omniguard onto
I
Basilio.
will protect you.
Quick change arts. So we've now got barrier against some things.
We'll do this together.
Could hit it for quite a lot here if we wanted
Maybe there's a
to.
better choice.
Would test a weakness, but I'm going to
I'm
pass.
counting on you.
All right.
Charge.
Observe the enemy. Knight.
Omniguard onto yourself. So now everybody has a guard except for highest May, who should be able to dodge. And let's Adamant Nightblade. Decrease its agility. Nice. Warrior. Alright. That's raised attack. Yep. Hit and evasion raised. 3 blocks and it almost killed Haizumi. Alright. I know what to do. Amnesty. Amnesty Talisman. Wait, first of all, let me test
I won't
something.
hold back.
Okay, so this one that says can only be used once per battle means it. Okay.
Let's try
Remove
this.
buff effects.
Heismay's in
I'm
real
ready
danger.
whenever.
He
Follow
needs
my
healing
lead.
now.
Wanton Destruction. Let's use us.
Let my power support you.
Right in their weak spot.
Nice, that's a
Everyone
huge
alert
amount of
down,
damage we just
Cecilio.
did there.
For all that we
Omniguard
strive
onto Grem.
for. A mystic shield.
My son must wait. Just
Heal.
a little while longer.
Let's use one of the 250 heals.
This
Let's
should
do it.
work.
Thanks.
I owe you one. Thank you.
Let's stay
Okay.
calm. Prince!
Reapply Hero's Proving. Because it's very good with Basilio's thing, because I think that's why we did so much damage. Okay, increase defense. Magic Knight's Hammer. We block it. Perfect. Oh,
I see your game.
hey, and a miss.
Beautiful
Perfect.
dodge, Heismay.
Right,
Right. Let's make this.
Wanton Destruction.
We'll combine our strength.
Right in their weak spot.
Not as much damage as we would have wanted. We need to lower its defense. Okay. Omniguard.
I will protect you.
Now accept your fate. There's a better
Can
way.
we still see Darks? Yeah, so we can still see what Dark is to this person. So it means if we hit a weakness, we can still see what it is.
Power
Good
of
to know.
kings.
Like, even when it switches class. Could Adamant Nightblade lower its agility to a negative?
Rancor.
Seems good to me.
I will fight with pride.
We could probably heal here. I don't need to use that heal. Let's use a life, not life-saving, a... where are we? Great Fairy Dust or Spirit Dust? Spirit Dust.
This should work.
Thanks. Not
Cool.
thanks.
Trust needed.
Stay in.
And then charge. Right. Thief. Okay. Immune to strike, pierce stuff. Okay. Rage is not good. Got a couple of blocks. Okay. Well, she's... Oh, we covered. Nice.
Careful. Strike attacks won't phase them.
Now, I don't think that removing Tarakaja effects would affect this, right? Let's see. No.
Perhaps not.
So the only way to remove that is to just simply hit.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Let me test something. You're Raw Thief. Okay, so he doesn't get the resistances of the Archetype. That was what I was wondering there. Because if he got the resistances of the Archetype, then... also, we're going to use this on ourselves. Then he would be, like, resistant to Dark. Cool. Could keep lowering his accuracy. That seems like a good strategy here.
Behold.
Do I need to reapply our buff?
Careful.
Not analysis.
Strike attacks won't
Status.
phase them.
Yes.
Vitus power.
You've had a turn. I'm going to pass. Omniguard onto Heizame, because he should dodge most of the time anyway. Mass Dancer. Okay. We got a couple of blocks. Yep. Nice.
Now accept your
Adamant
fate.
Nightblade. His defense should go back to normal at the end of this round anyway, at which point we'll continue with our Basilio stuff. You know what? This is a perfect turn then to, where are we? To give ourselves MP. Yeah, let's do it.
Here.
Because we're running out a little bit.
Quite a boon.
I'm obliged.
Perfect.
Okay, let's do this.
You shouldn't do anything. You're already charged up and ready to go. We could raise all of our defense, but... Well, wouldn't be terrible, actually. But I'd be on the wrong turn. So, well, if I raise defense here... Yes, I'll be on the wrong turn.
Observe. Come.
So we don't want to do that. I'll explain in a second. I already have it in effect.
I will protect
Heizame again. There we go. Why would I be on the wrong turn? Because I want to end my turn on
A wise
our
choice.
turn.
Stay calm.
Because I want the next turn to be Basilio's turn. So we're then going to chuck in a heal as well. There we go.
This'll do.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Let's see what class he's in next. Devil Summoner? Yeah. Or Summoner Archetype. Summons Dragon God, which is fire. We get some blocks and a miss.
Captain?
Summon Fallen. Immune to physical. Oh, okay.
Too slow.
I just realized something about this as well.
They're sapping your attack power.
Yeah, he still that. So does this count as a Tarakaja effect or a Tetrakarn effect? It must, right? Yeah.
You could sell this for a high price.
Also, yeah, his attack in particular is low. Pass.
You could take 'em.
Is everyone all right?
Remove
This should
Tetrakarn.
help.
You think yourself
like we can't
equal to a
brute force through
UG
this
He
one.
still blocks it, huh? I could deliberately take a hit
No.
here. I think I need to deliberately hit it just to see if I can remove the effect. It nullifies one, right? Yeah.
A
So
favor,
pass.
Okay. We can do this.
We're then going to... Thinking about how I want to handle it. We're then going to use a... Reset Talisman.
Here.
That helped us out.
My thanks.
Trust needed.
Cool.
Stay insane in a fight.
And then going to pass.
I stand ready.
You're now going to apply a defense down to him. And you're going
Be
to
neither
simply...
timid nor arrogant.
Actually, you're going to pass. Yeah, you're going to pass.
I leave it to you.
And then we're going to attack.
I walk it. What?
Perfect.
Didn't affect them.
That's what we wanted. Berserker. Oh no. Yeah, that's annoying. Charge is very annoying. Okay. He used my move on me. Let's just have a look at our stats.
You've got several ailments slowing you
It's not the
down.
end of the world. Okay.
I love this pass.
Wanton destruction.
Let my power support you.
Right in their weak spot.
That was
Observe
good.
the enemy.
Get him down, Basilio.
Then
Oh, power. of
Omniguard
heroes.
Basilio.
A mystic shield.
Basilio's been hit with some kind
Adamant
of status
Nightblade.
Commendable bearing.
Bunch
Let's
of
stay
them.
calm.
Do we need to reapply our buff? We do.
Come forth. Royal
Hero's
soul.
proving.
Heisman,
Charge.
that's a lot of
Souls, do
ailments.
your thing.
Be careful out there, okay?
So he's gone through all of them now. Now what does he do? Prince. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, yep. That's definitely bad. I'm hoping this isn't one of the you had to defeat it before you got this far things. We got a block here.
Your game.
Down.
And a miss.
Back up. Basilio's down.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Get him up and fighting.
So you're strong.
Ow.
Now that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
Well, this is definitely going to be a res turn.
Wise choice.
I will
Pass.
fight with pride.
We pass because we can use revival medicine to res instead here. Actually, it doesn't matter because these guys both go further in the turn order, so
Down. Someone help her get
Barb
back
of
to
life.
fight.
My spirit is
We're back.
unbroken.
Seeker again. Okay, so he loops. Yeah. But once he loops, he starts doing Hero's Cry every turn.
Is that all?
I understand.
Now that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
Trial of the Seeker.
My path ends
Heisman's
here.
knocked out.
Yeah.
Someone help us get back in the fight.
Hey, we got a repel on that one. That was nice.
Heisman got knocked out. We gotta revive him.
Yes, we do. Revival Medicine Heizame.
I shall repay this favor tenfold.
Pass.
A favor, if I
Everyone
may.
get on healing juice.
One of
This
these.
should work. I owe you one.
Thank you.
I'm ready
Okay.
whenever.
I would love to charge and hit him.
You better be ready.
Good charge here.
Hold
Is there
on.
anything else I'd love to do here?
Destroyer!
Alright, I'm going to charge. Hopefully he doesn't give himself another 4 turns. Warrior. 4 turns? Yeah, okay, so he does it every time now. Okay.
I refuse to die yet.
He got crit.
Someone heal him
Ow.
back.
I have your back.
At least that's a block.
Got tickled.
Uh-huh.
Heisman's knocked
That's
out.
another crit.
Someone help him get back in the fight.
Okay.
Basilio's down. Someone get him up and fighting. Basilio's down.
Yeah, I think
Get
we're
him
dead.
back up. Captain's hurt bad.
Still fight.
Let's get him some healing. Not like this. Someone.
Could just go for like a this and hope we crit. I think we have to restart. Yeah. Okay.
They look just like
So you
us.
can't let him do the full loop. We have to take a
We're
hit when
not
we
losing to fate.
and when we can. I can plunder at any moment. So let's
A
pass.
favor, if I may.
Let's go.
Hero's proving. Also, we only got a hero's fruit last time, which is almost nothing.
Souls, do your thing.
Charge. Although maybe it's better to just
stand
wanton
ready.
destruction immediately to hit the weakness onto them.
Behold.
Good ultimate guard here. That's not a bad start, actually. Ultimate guard. Just make ourselves immune. So he goes Seeker. Yeah. That's crit rate. Heat Riser's just a 1 stat up.
Dodge.
We got some misses there. Oh, that one ignores resistances. Therefore, us being immune wouldn't have mattered. Okay.
Leave it
Pass.
to you.
I've already heroes proven. So let's add turn icons for ourselves. Cool.
I'm ready whenever. I love this
Wanton
pass.
destruction.
We'll combine our strength.
Basilio left him wide
By
open.
the sworn oath,
Let's
let
hit
justice
that
prevail.
Hit him with lightning,
Burst forth.
just to lower defense. I can
Now
use plunder on
accept
this
your
turn,
fate.
Why,
which makes a lot more
hello.
sense,
okay.
right?
Come forth, royal soul.
We're already where we need to
there
be.
another
We
way?
could heal on our turn, I guess. Yeah, we could heal. I don't need to use that to heal, though. I could use a 200 heal.
Thanks. My thanks.
What's needed?
charge, and Thunderstrike.
Of lightning.
So he's 2 defense down, so even if he raises defense at some point, he's not going to be much better. This is fine. I'll block. Perfect.
Right
Cass.
choice.
I will fight with pride.
Debuff Talisman. Or Amnesty Talisman. There we go.
Follow my lead.
Hit him.
Let my power support
Their weak spot.
Observe the
down,
power
Lower
of
defense.
heroes.
Face me.
Quick change arts.
Behold.
Do I need to reapply this? I do. Perfect. Reapply. Knight. This is the one that got defense up, but that should be defense +1 now.
Only a flesh wound.
That's fine. And then blocked. Perfect. Next turn is going to be immune to strike.
All right. Hold on. Come here.
I need to apply charge.
I stand ready.
Pass.
I defer to you.
Quick change.
Behold.
Pass.
I'm counting on you.
About bloody time.
Hit him.
It's up to you now.
In their weak spot.
Is everyone all right?
Down, Basilio.
I mean, the right answer here, I think, is to use one of our Magla recovery ones. Or not Magla, MP recovery.
I knew you'd help.
That helped us out.
Just because we're on the edge. Cool. What's his health like now? So Thief gives him the block, yeah, which is going to be bad, but we have to deal with it.
Come on, let's get on with it then.
Okay, it's not his turn, hopefully.
This is nothing.
Let's see.
Basilio's
No.
raging. Don't just
Pass.
calm down.
It's
You
okay.
gotta calm down.
We can do this.
Remove rage. Because that's going to be pretty bad for us. Yeah.
Thanks.
You're already
Some
charged,
souls,
right?
Do your thing.
Nope. Charge.
Hulkenberg's
I
moving
stand
slower.
ready.
Thinking about whose turn I want to end things on. I probably want to heal as well. Let's heal.
This should help.
That helped.
That helped us out.
There we go.
Be
Pass.
a favor, if I may.
Let's stay
Do I
calm.
need to reapply my thing? Technically, yeah, but that's fine. I'm going to attack you.
Are you
Nothing?
kidding me?
Right.
That didn't do a thing.
Mass Dancer. So fire.
Too slow.
We got a block and some 2 slows. Oh, the block is because he still has the fire thing on. I just... Okay.
Tactic.
That's neither of those matter. It's because Basilio still has the fire block item on.
Right, let's make this
Okay.
fun.
Hit him. I can use Hulkenberg here.
Nothing right in their weak spot.
Is everyone
Right.
all right?
Down, Basilio.
Well, that doesn't matter because he's already gonna lose it next turn anyway. Could Omni Guard onto Basilio.
Shield.
I'll use what I must.
Quick change arts.
Vitus power.
Heroes proving.
Destroyer!
Charge. There we go. So Summoner. This is fine. So Summon Dragon God gets blocked again. Yeah. Summon Fallen. That gives you your block, but we can remove that with removing Tetrakarn effects. And Eagle Lion King is Wind, which we had a miss on. Perfect.
Someone heal her. Yeah.
Thank you for the extra turns. Actually, kind of huge.
She needs help.
So first of all, remove Tetrakarn effects. There we go.
You
Next,
think
Your
yourself
attack power's
equal to a
dropped.
Ujief's agility?
I think I have to raise... yeah, I'd have to raise MP. But actually, I might use a... I might use a Dragon Blood Sap on Grem.
Allow me to use this.
I will fight with
Right.
pride. Come forth, royal soul.
Grem,
Vitus power.
Heroes Proving.
Basilio.
About
They're
bloody
sapping
time.
your attack power.
Use Grem. Attack.
Let my power support your weak spot.
Right.
Down,
For
Basilia.
all that we strive
Thunderstrike
for,
thrust.
they yet cling to life.
That lowers defense
Let
a
us
little
clean
bit.
up this mess. Now accept
Quick
your
change
fate.
arts. We already have an effect. Alright. Which case, I could just attack. Is there anything else I want to do? No, just attack.
Apologies. Would you
Let's stay
finish
calm.
it?
And then we're going to heal here. There we go.
Let's try this.
I owe you one.
My
Perfect.
thanks.
I'm obliged.
Berserker. So you're going to do your charge thing. Yeah, so that's fine. Oh, no, you got Hero's Cry now. Oh. That's weird. Is that a turn earlier, or does he, or is it not related to him going into Prince? It's just related to health, maybe? Okay.
Down.
Ow.
Get her back up. Nice
Well,
one, Captain.
okay.
Hulkenberg's down.
Bryce,
Help
let's
her
make
get back in
this
the fight.
fun.
Hit him.
You can do this.
Alright, Hulkenberg doesn't get XP.
down.
Overcome all trials to defeat Luis.
They have to be,
Achievement.
right?
Alright. And we got Radiant Crystal. That's a lot of mag. And a lot of XP that Hulkenberg in particular is missing out on. Alright.
Not bad at all.
1 endurance. Somebody reckoned that we might not need that much more mag, because we might hit a max. Apparently there is a max of 99 in this game. Let me just think here. So we go up to 80, 90. No, I think we need 80 mag, right? Because we can get... Well, no, we need 79 mag, because we can get 20 from our items. Because we get 15 from the Narcissus one, we get 5 from our hat. Yeah. Wait. We also get some from our other... We might not need any more of that. Let's put a point in agility for now.
Even I had more
We
to learn.
can see if we hit a cap. I think we have enough to test that theory.
Incredible.
Incredible. You truly did defeat that dragon. From the shadow that lurks in the hearts of heroes burst forth a power so bright mine own was eclipsed.
Hey,
I confess, something you said struck a chord with me. You called emotion the world's greatest threat and blamed heroes for magnifying it. I can almost believe it. The old world's destruction is evidence enough.
But
And yet, that is no excuse for people to forsake their autonomy. Fear and anxiety are both part of life. None would argue that. Still, to change the world demands time beyond all reason.
yeah,
True, even if we were to beat Luis tomorrow, the hearts and minds of the people are not so easily conquered. All the more reason we have to do it. A person who has faith in tomorrow, who is willing to lead by example, that is what heroes are made of. The true enemy is the mind that refuses to see the abstract complexities of the world around them.
But
And yet, that is why we strive to push ever forward. Should you manifest again, regardless of what form you take, we shall be there to put it to the sword. I see. So thou shalt march towards fantasy, a destination unknown. So be it. Blaze thy path to an age you have placed your faith in, and for now let us part ways, O worthy heroes. Well, that's that. I must say, I've about had it with dragons. You know what I just remembered? There was supposed to be a divine relic that controlled that guy. There was supposed to be a divine relic that controlled that guy sealed away here too. But the magic required to maintain the seals for the Trial of the Dragon was already an enormous strain, so we couldn't do that. The heroes combined the power of their legendary weapons into a magla crystal to forge a staff that could transcend them all. They called it the Merciful King's Scepter, and the king held it before all the land. You cannot mean the Royal Scepter. Maybe it was entrusted to the first king of Euchronia, and so he called it the all-powerful magic flowing through it the Royal Magic.
what?
You speak truly?
Hey,
I know you've said you've lived for longer than the kingdom itself, but did you really know the first king of Uchronia? Back then I was a lot like you, Gallica. He would become the king and I was his guide, his friend. He named me protector of his land and legacy, but so much has happened since then, too much. I'm weary. I think my time is long past due. Oh.
Impressive.
Thou hast subdued the final dragon. Pursuant to the covenant of the progenitor king, here I shall bestow upon thee the power deemed forbidden. The magla of the sealed dragon, counterpart to the royal scepter, and the whole of the magla that dwells within mine own body shall be imbued into thy beloved sword. This definitely seems like this is less side quest and more main quest than we had initially anticipated. And that this eternal land, Uchronia, may once more be blessed by the brilliance of a hero king. Dragon's Legacy. Wait, by the whole of your magla, you mean? The land grows verdant and the people prosper. I have found you, O heroes, worthy of the legacy that was entrusted to me. I mean, what else could I hope to achieve? I think I've earned this. You needn't look so lonely, Gallica. Rem stands by your side. For a fairy to speak with the warmth and plenty of a person as you do is proof that you're an invaluable friend to him. And I have a friend I'd very much like to see again too. They called him merciful. True enough, but he was also naive, too soft, and too giving for his own good. And oh, how I've missed him. Graham, from here, the future of this world is clay in your hands to build or destroy. Regardless of the outcome, dost thou swear to realize the ideals in thy heart, to ensure they do not remain ephemeral fantasy, but manifest into reality? I'll do what I can.
Leave it to me.
I'll do everything in my power. Your humility reminds me of his. But for real, I'm so glad we met.
You have my thanks.
Thanks, kid. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined we'd consort with someone who knew the first king, much less inherit their power.
However,
And yet, to accept such a fate is the mark of true royalty. A voice echoes in my head.
Wonderful.
Thy display of grace and gallantry, as you battled your shadow, was magnificent. Thou art ready to vanquish the forces of destruction.
Now go.
Go then, become a true king, as a traveler, fearlessly chasing the unknown.
We should go.
Let's get going, Graham. Now that you've come this far, there's nothing you can't face. Quest clear. Trial of the Dragon, Essence of Power. The Arbiter of Power was defeated and I overcame all of the trials. With this power at my command, I should be able to defeat Luis. Also, she said it was a counterpart to the raw magic, the power we were being given. So this is why I said it was less side quest and more main questy, because if we have something that is a counterpart to the power which has caused all of this, like with the choosing of a new king stuff, that has a lot of implications for like how things move forward. Surely, if we have an equal power, we don't necessarily even need the royal magic to become, like, king, right? We already have something equally as powerful. It's interesting. I wonder whether it's going to become relevant. Oh, and it takes you to the outside. There's no, do you want to stay in this one? It's like, no, you're outside now.
What now?
Alright. Well, Basilio. 1, 2, 3.
I learned a new ability.
There we go. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. And you can have this one that I stole off of the guy. And you can have this one. Okay, so obviously not the best dungeon for grinding in. What's our new equipment like? It is Dragon's Legacy, so it's 10 higher than Heavenly Breeze. All stats plus 5, protagonist only. Almighty damage. Weirdly, this would have been better for the previous fight that we just did. This is better in general, right? But for the previous fight in particular, because we had to remove the strike, this was better. Or we had to remove the the strike negative. This was better because we could remove it with this. Anyway, we'll equip that. So what is our magic currently? 99. All right then. Well, yes, people were right. I've hit a cap, I guess. But have we got another magic thing I can test that with? There we go. This gives more magic. So our magic is 99. All right. Cool. So if I take this off, not that I want to. I'll just swap with him for a second. Still 99. Ah. That's a problem. So if I take the Narcissus brooch off, 95. So it might be worth us ditching the Narcissus brooch. Yeah, continue to level magic and ditch the Narcissus brooch for something else. I think that's actually not a bad plan. So let's go to you for a second. You got the handmade flute. Yeah, that's a good swap. So we'll swap the Narcissus brooch for the handmade flute. Where are we? Let's do it. So that now gives Yufa a lot more magic, and it gives us a lot more stats in general, right? So it means that our agility and endurance are much higher. Our luck's lower, obviously, but that's, I think, a better way of doing that. And then our magic still hits max. Well, we're 1 over max, but I think this is pretty much where we want to be. So now we shouldn't be leveling magic anymore. We should be leveling agility. 100% all in on agility. Why agility? It means that you hit consistently, which is obviously good. It also means that you dodge more, which is obviously good. Endurance could be nice to stop us taking damage, but anyway, can I go... No, you can't see what the stats specifically do there. You can see it when you level up, weirdly. But yeah, no, you cannot see specifically what stats do. Unless you're leveling up. Okay, cool. It doesn't matter, though. Yeah. I think that's the right person to give it to as well. Oh, because Juna can't use it anyway. Yeah, because Juna's in... she's in Mass Dancer. Therefore, could never use it. Yeah, because she has to use a mask. Oh. Alright, cool. Oh, and a memorandum. 2 memorandums. We're at 95, by the way, for that. The truth of fairies. Fairies are intelligent life forms that originated separately from the 8 tribes split off from humankind. Unlike regular people, fairies are magical beings whose lives are dependent on magic itself. History says they were discovered alongside the establishment of magic in the old world. However, some theorize that fairies may have existed since ancient times and discovering magic was only the catalyst to seeing them for the first time. Fairies do not have surnames. It is said the reason for this is because they have little concept of ownership over things such as land or property, and those who have formed communities do not feel the need to distinguish lineage or family names. Though it seems they have a faint awareness of family and generational ties, it is not clearly understood if fairies have the same concept of reproduction, as they do not have fixed lifespans. Fair enough. And then Trial of the Dragon. A trial created long ago that involves defeating all 3 dragons across the kingdom to find a hero worthy of inheriting a forbidden power. According to the trial's guide, no one has completed it since the founding of the nation. The 3 towers located in each region were built for this purpose. They do not merely house the dragons, but need to keep them sealed as well. Through the party's efforts, the seal was finally broken. The taboo power and its guardian, a dragon above all others, manifested in the Dragon Temple. At the center of the 3 towers triangle, though the dragon took on a most unexpected form, influenced by the magma flooding the kingdom, the group prevailed after a mortal struggle. The trial's adjudicator, the fairy Agrica, bore witness to their victory and bestowed the earned taboo power. Her ancient duty complete, she faded away with a smile of satisfaction. And what's interesting is the original king had the same idea as the previous king has here. There was to be a way of choosing a worthy next king, right? So, and there was to be, like, the previous king to, like, the king that died in this game. He decided it was popular opinion throughout the kingdom. The first king had decided that the way to pass on power would be that it would be passed on via whoever was strong enough to overcome the trials, as in the 3 dragons. However, he didn't actually put the raw magic in here, from the sounds of it, right? Because he's the only person to have ever completed it, right? From what we heard. Let's see. I'm just double checking. Seal was finally broken. According to the Trials Guide, no one has completed it since the founding of the nation. Yes. So he basically created this thing to hold the magic in here, and that was meant to choose the next king, effectively. But, or it was meant to grant them the magic power. But presumably, the next king just took the staff and went, right, I'm not putting it back there, I'm just going to use it. And that's where everything went wrong. Huh. So, and it's also something you could reset over and over again, because we slayed the dragon, right? The dragons, in theory, turn into items. So in theory, you could bring the dragons back, and you could just reset the trial each succession. Huh. Anyway, it's probably good that he didn't do that, because if it had got to this point, Luis would almost certainly be king, because he would be strong enough to defeat the trials, as far as we're aware. But anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.